Bonjour,
Good.
Monsieur Chris.
Pierre, great to see you.
Or deception.
So here, this is Pierre from Pierre's Adventure, and here I am here with Chris Brown.
As you align.
Here we are in this beautiful studio, and you're just doing your finishing touch on your show. So you have a show coming up. Tell us about your show.
Right. I have a show coming up in a couple weeks. Opens at John Bergruen Gallery in San Francisco on November 2nd. So for the last really a couple of years, I've been working on paintings toward that show. And especially the last 6 months, everything's been sort of focused toward that show. And I think we've got something like 26 new paintings for that.
Wow.
So it's a lot. But from big paintings, like this one you can see right here.
See, but you are not blind.
To very small ones that might only be about, this big. So
That's good. So some
quite a
people
range
may
in
be able
size.
to afford some paintings. Trying to inspire people to paint. What could you say about that? What's so great about painting?
Well, I love the multifaceted sides of painting. That painting is this unique physical activity where you're trying to take this unwieldy colored mud and slide it around on a flat surface to represent your experience of life in the world in some way. And what a great challenge that is. It's so difficult. And when you look at all the great painters who have lived, it's even more intimidating because they've done it so beautifully. And you wonder, is there a spot for me to slide in there somewhere to make a painting that can stand up? The chances aren't very good of doing that. But nonetheless, the pleasure of trying is almost enough to justify it.
Tell us about art supplies, about paint. Do you have really, how do you choose your paint? What's so special about you?
Well, I think all painters choose their paint on the basis of color primarily. I mean, that's it. And what does that mean? Like, you want the very best color you can get. The better the paint is, the more pure and rich the colors are. So they're more expensive, So when you're a student, you use student grade paint because that's all you can afford, And so its color intensity is not great. It doesn't last very long. That means when you put two colors together, they muddy each other out and turn to browns and grays very quickly. Good paints don't do that. They hold their intensity a long time. And what you're trying to do with any image is you're trying to make the image as intense visually as possible. Look how beautiful that blue is. Wow, that's really good. And this is what's great about Sennelier paint is that the color is so pure. You can see that, say, this blue relative to that blue. I don't know if you can see that, but I can certainly see that it's much more brilliant blue.
This blue compared to this one was.
Yeah. So.
But that's
Some of them going to take.
Thank you for saying that. But
yeah, that's my Sennelier commercial.
No, but it's true. I have to admit, I confess that we are very proud of our cobalt blue. In fact, I have Mr. Sennelier, Dominique Sennelier, gave me a little tube of cobalt blue from the 19th century.
Oh, wow.
And today it's still squeezed out of the tube.
Really?
Same color.
Really?
And it is very pure, yeah. That's
It'd be interesting to look at it and see how it compares to the cobalt blue they're making today.
Yep.
When you tell a story, you try to tell it in the richest way possible to keep your audience there. And visually, you're trying to keep the audience in front of your painting. And intensity is one great way to do it, maybe the best way. And so you try to do it with shape and composition, and color is primary. Color is the birthright of good painting.
Go and color. Okay, thank
On
you.
to the next painting.
Okay, Pierre.
Thank you.